Regenerating.
New platform located.
New era initializing. Stand by.
Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire.
New music generator.
New music generator.
New music generator.
Ah, the memories of that little toy that Myopia brought in to the studio on our very first live stream show that featured on that track. That's Two on the Ground from Myopia, the music video, if you're watching us on YouTube today. Hello, welcome to the show. If you are watching us on YouTube, my name is Tim Willett, host of the New Music Generator, and we'll be here for the next 2 hours to play you the best in emerging artists from across East Anglia. You might also be listening to us on the podcast. You might also be listening to us on Nogs Radio on a Thursday afternoon. Wherever you're listening, however you're consuming the content, you are very welcome. What have we got coming up for you today? Well, you may have seen on social media that I've been teasing that I have a guest co-host today. And that guest co-host will be revealed to you in about half an hour's time. The reason why they're here will be discussed, and we'll have a nice chat. And then they'll sort of be here for the rest of the show, telling us what they think of the music we're playing and just having a general chat. It'd be very nice. Music-wise, we've got brand new stuff for you today from Mulholland Jive, a brand new Mulholland Jive track. Looking forward to that. New music from Brazen Bull, like Optimists, River Rats, and also Gabby Rivers. And we'll play the new music video for her track Medicine as well. We'll also take a look back at the NMG Awards from a year gone by. We're going back to 2022 today, and Amethysts, or part of Amethyst's set, they were the headline act in that year. And we'll also shortly look back at last week's guest that we had with, that was Jess and Deck, Pirate Jess and Deck, and we'll be playing you the clip of their track called Yours in the Music, which is now available. If you would like to get in touch, you are welcome to do so. You can get involved in the YouTube chat, although this show has been recorded in advance today, so I won't be able to read any of your comments out, unfortunately, but you can email using that email address down there, inbox@newmusicgenerator.com. Particularly use that address if you are an artist from East Anglia, whether that be Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, Essex, Hertfordshire, or Bedfordshire. I think I've mentioned them all. I always get myself confused. Last week we played you for the very first time the new single from the Cambridge band Tiny Vessels, and I liked it so much we're going to play it again. So here it is. This is Torn.
I'm surrounded by the debris of everything falling away. The canvas of colour running their way down your face. I'm caught between a question. Has the fight left your body now? So P.I., are you alright? Are you alright? Should we brace for impact? Spin the wheel of fortune. We're shadows of the people we used to be, now torn. Should we brace for impact? Spin the wheel of fortune. We're shadows of the people we used to be, now torn. The volume of the world is crashing down around us now. How do we stop this? Smile to kill the doubt. I'm caught between the answer. Do I really want to know the truth? So P.I., are you alright? Are you alright? Should we brace for impact? Spin the wheel of fortune. We're shadows of the people we used to be, now torn. Should we brace for impact? Spin the wheel of fortune. We're shadows of the people we used to be, now torn. Brace for impact. shadows of the people we used to be now torn.
That is Torn by Tiny Vessels. It is out this Friday, the 10th of April. The band work with Mike Juice, who was the producer that they worked with on their track called Know That You Are Home. The single is about being caught in the middle and throwing everything you can at the situation to make it work, whilst everyday chaos, doubt and debris still surround you. It's the first track from the band's upcoming EP. They have more news on that coming soon, and they are playing a gig in Cambridge at the Portland Arms. I mentioned this last week. I'll mention it again on the 25th of April, Saturday the 25th of April, if you fancy going along to that. Now, new music sent into inbox at newmusicgenerator.com from a band that first formed in 2018. We first played them in 2020 when they took part in Berry Sound for the first time that year. They've broken up and they've come back ad hoc every now and again, and now they're back properly with the first new release in a number of years. And just looking back at the first time they got in touch with us back in 2020, and they sent a promotional photo, and there's only one member of that original lineup still in the band. So this is Brazen Bull from Bury St Edmunds, and this is their first new release in quite some time. I want to say at least 3 years. This is Falling from Brazen Bull, and it is available now.
Take
the mountain. Can't turn back the rebellion when spirit is bright. Rising up from the shadows and taking control. Taking back the light. Rise up, morning sun. For you are fallen no more. The king of the world is at your feet. Speaking the word, set us free. Falling into the night. I see our burning bright. Taking the fire down from the sky. Burning your wings, teach me to fly.
That is Falling from Brazen Bull. It's probably not how they would like their fans to move when they're at their gig, just bobbing their head around like I was then. Probably head bashing or banging. But I won't do that. That track, if you have seen Brazen Bull play live, and they have reformed a few times on sort of a one-off occasion, that's been in their live set for a while, I think. But they've recorded it now, and they're back with the one original member from the band. Alex, the vocalist, has been there for quite a while. Tom is the newbie, one of the newbies on the scene on the drums. As I say, that's available now for you to go and stream. Here's another track from last week's show that we debuted for the first time. This is also out now from NMG award-winning 18 and under band Marauder. Really, really loved their first single that they played us. It was last summer that we first started playing that. And this is finally the overdue follow-up, also a Jake Day North Acre studio production. This is called Back to You.
We used to have a castle in royalty. Now I wait outside your door, knowing you won't leave. We could have had it all, waiting for your call, waiting for your love nudge through the door. Whoa, whoa. Remember when you waited outside my house? You looked handsome in your shirt, cigarette in your mouth. Music we listened to is back, humming back to black. Remember when the radio played our track? Whoa, whoa. And yeah, I know now we'll make it somehow. This pain ain't getting better. Let's get it back together and back together. Oh no, now how this will turn out, but we won't live forever. We'll get it back together and back together. With you, I still think about you when I'm in bed. Your voice and your piano playing ring in my head. I could have sang along, can you tell me what went wrong? I could have never had to write this song. Whoa, whoa. And yeah, I know now we'll make it somehow. This pain ain't getting better. Let's get it back together and back together. I know now how this will turn out, but we won't live forever. Let's get it back together and back together. And I look at all the things we've done, paths we've crossed and gifts we've won. Baby, it all comes back to you. And yeah, I know now we'll make it somehow. This pain ain't getting better. Let's get it back together and back together. I know now how this will turn out, but we won't live forever. Let's get it back together and back together. With you.
Really, really, really like that on a second listen. That's Marauder and Back to You. The band are 15, 16 years old, and you can hardly believe it when you listen to that track. As I say, it's available now if you want to go and find it. Pretty much every week on the show, we hear from a brand new act that we'd never heard from before. And now it's time to be introduced to those, because this is a band that go by the name of the Pomegranates. Let me read you the email that was sent in to us by the Pomegranates. If you want to send in your music, then you can do so. Inbox@newmusicgenerator.com. Hello, NMG. We are emailing to let you know about our newest song called Worth It, and would love it if you would give it a listen. As a local band, brackets, just outside Ipswich, we know that sharing our music to people in the local community is one of the best actions we can take to push ourselves out there. I've attached a new file of the song, but you can find it on any streaming service that you may use. Please let us know if you'll listen to the song. Any feedback is more than appreciated. Well, I've not listened to it yet, but I'm going to listen to it now. Inspired by late 90s post-grunge, this track attempts to convey the emotion of recovering from a disheartening summer. The song was written by Ben from the band to respond and recoup to some teenage heartbreak, doing so with an appropriate amount of teenage angst to match. Written in his bedroom, then recorded in the back garden studio down the road a few months later, the band were desperate to get their song heard, so they seem to think that they might be onto a winner. Well, let's see, shall we? Ben from the Pomegranates, are you onto a winner? Let's have a listen to your song for the first time. This is called Worth It.
Oh, you think you're so special, but it's me you attack. You may not be right for me, but I fought to make my way back. There's no help from you, and the words that you choose. But I think I can see our future now. So we're rise together, we're rise and we'll fall. So we're rise together, we'll rise and we'll fall, we'll fall. You think that you're worth it, but you're killing me from the inside out. Soon you'll start to see me bleed, and you think that you're worth it. Oh, and maybe I'm wrong, but I can't seem to speak to you, so I'll hide it in a song. It's been days since we last spoke, but we'll act like we're fine, 'cause we know how it feels if we start to fight, so we'll just pretend. Don't wanna see it through to the end, but I think I can see our future now. So we're rise together, we're rise and we'll fall. So we're rise together, we're rise and we'll fall, we'll fall. You think that you're worth it, but
That is Worth It by the Pomegranate. Oh, hello. There's a bit on the end there. Bit of talking, I missed that. Sorry, ever so sorry if I spoke over you. Worth It by the Pomegranates. I was just looking for their social media, but I'm struggling to find anything. Didn't actually send me any more information, unfortunately. So, Ben from the Pomegranates, email me back. Let me know your social media handles. And I also realised that I'm struggling with the spelling the word pomegranates, so hopefully I spelt it correctly on the little ticker there. Very good, like it. I don't know if that's your first release. I'm kind of getting the impression that it is, being that this is almost like a demo recording that you're so excited to release. But yeah, like that. A new band from just outside Ipswich, that is the Pomegranates, who got in touch with us on inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, which you can do so. And if you are going to do so, please follow these instructions.
To submit your music to the show, email an MP3 or WAV file to inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, ensuring you include a short biography and links to your social media.
All submissions from within our coverage area in East Anglia will be considered for airplay.
Thank you so much. Right, last week I was joined in this studio by Jess Davey and Deck Cunningham, aka Jess and Deck, and they released their brand new single that they played live for us last Friday. It's called Yours in the Music. So I thought we would go back in time, in a time machine, to last week where we had them play live for us, and play that again now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Taking it little by little, but I really think we fell quite a lot. It's flying by, filled with laughter and rhyme. Never knew love was biding its time. Crazy, it was always meant to be. I was yours in the music before I even knew. Breathing in time, aren't you inside out? Diagram jokes and lyrics memorized. Cathedral on stars. Careless fingers mapping out the constellations of your heart. It's flying by, filled with laughter and rhyme. Never knew love was biding its time. Crazy, it was always meant to be you. I was yours in the music before I even knew. Thunder from silence doesn't even feel real. We saw getting shaped, we didn't think we were real. The sun doesn't shine, which doesn't mean we were real. The sun getting shaped, which doesn't think we were real. The sun doesn't shine, which doesn't even were real.
There you go. That is Jess and Deck from last week's show playing their song called Yours in the Music, which is now available to stream live wherever you get your music from, if you would like to do so. In just a moment, we will be meeting our mystery co-host as the camera has gone all blurry. Why has it done that? Hello? There we go. If you're listening to the podcast, you don't care if the camera's gone blurry. It's gone even more blurry now. Oh, there we go. Back in focus. Thank you. I mean, I probably look better blurred anyway. Last week, we played you Jamie Wiltshire's new track called Better Man. I love Jamie's voice. Could listen to him all day. So we're going to listen to him for the next 3 minutes, if that's okay.
I didn't see it too. I wore his shoes, the cracks in the floor, the ghost I once knew. His shadow gone, but lingers still. I swore that cycle would end somehow. I'll be a better man, better than he ever tried. Hold their little hands, stay right by their side. No matter the cost, be all that I can for my daughters. I'll be a better man. When they cry at night, I'll hold them tight. Tell them the monsters won't win this fight. I'll break their head, I'll learn the songs, show them love where it once was lost. I see their eyes, they're my whole life. I'll never leave, not a goodbye. I'll be a better man, better than he ever tried. Hold their little hands, stay right by their side. No matter the cost, be all that I can for my daughters. I'll be a better man. Cheer them on, I'll catch them fall. Be the father I wished for. I'll be a better man, better than he ever tried. Hold their little hands, never leave their side. No matter the cost, be all that I can. Be a better man.
Better Man from Jamie Wiltshire. Not entirely remember when that track was released, so let me just go back and check. Better Man, it was released on the 2nd of April, so it is available for you now. You are watching and listening to the New Music Generator.
You're listening to the New Music Generator with Tim Willett.
Now, we've been... Oh, excuse me. That's an edit we need to make. You have been watching and listening to this show on a live stream for the last couple of months, nearly a couple of months, and as we all know, it's been well documented. Circumstances meant that we moved homes, and here we are. And quite frankly, we're happier and better off for the situation that we found ourselves in. And as the old saying goes in life, when one door closes, another door opens. And in this case, multiple doors have opened, and you'll find out what's behind some of those other doors in the next few weeks as we go through and announce some more exciting things. But I am joined by a co-host today on the show who is here because they're going to be the next person to create content for the New Music Generator. It's not, I've always said, it's not just going to be this show. It's not just going to be me. There will be other people coming in and joining me and doing the show. And that person, fanfare, I need to make sure I unmute their microphone as well. That would be a good help, wouldn't it? Fanfare, everybody, is Alex Selbro.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Hello, Alex Selbro.
Hello, Tim Willett. How are you?
I'm very well.
It's very lovely to be here today.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm very much looking forward to being part of the team.
Are you comfortable over there?
I'm very comfortable.
Good.
It's a very wheelie chair, though, so it's,
Yes.
if I move too much, I go flying out the door. So if I suddenly disappear under the desk, you know what that is.
Now, you're not really a stranger to NMG because
No.
you have presented the show before when I've been away on holiday.
Yeah, when you've been having a lovely old time in
Gallivanting.
America. Eh?
You've covered for me.
Yes, I have. And actually for Rebecca.
And for Rebecca.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was back in the day.
And you used to sit in on my shows back in the day.
We did,
when we
yes.
did when we did radio together.
We did. We had a lovely time, didn't we? Well, I certainly did. I don't know about you.
No, I did as well. But here you are.
I am.
So I think it's fair to say, to use an old football analogy, we've signed Alex on a free transfer. She was available, and we snapped her right up.
Yeah. Well, time for change and all that stuff. I'm not somebody that sits still very long.
You are not.
I like doing lots of things, lots of creative things. And I've had this idea for this podcast for many, many years. And I've talked to you about it lots of times. I've never actually got round to doing anything. But I decided it was time for a reboot of me and a reboot of, not literally, but a reboot of what I'm doing. And I really wanted to get more involved with the musicians that I love and want to talk to them, find out more about what they're doing. Am I giving away too much already?
Well, a little bit.
Okay, I'll keep quiet now.
So, as I say, Alex is the next person that's going to be contributing content to NMG. And the way that we're going to take this going forward is that the YouTube channel is going to become a hub of content, and you're going to see lots of different types of programming on there, from this kind of type of show, sort of radio-based programming where we play lots of music and play videos and stuff, to live concert stuff and live in-session stuff. But also what Alex is going to be doing, which is a new program, which is called
Behind the Music.
Behind the Music. And it's an interview-based series where Alex will be welcoming a different guest into her living room, your
Yes.
actual living room,
My actual living room.
each week. Or
So I
each
won't be
program.
over here. I'll be over
No, you won't
where
be
I
here.
am.
No. You'll be in your own living room, and you're basically going to find out all about them and their musical lives.
Yeah, what brought them to music, why they felt drawn to it, what they've done, what their influences are, all that sort of thing. Getting a real in-depth thing of what makes their music and what makes them tick, really.
And you're quite an inquisitive person,
Yes.
so you
Yeah.
like to
I do like
know
to-
about people and ask lots of questions.
Yes, I mean some might call that nosy. I call it curious.
Curious.
I'm very
yes,
curious, and
yeah.
I am very curious, and it's all genuine, honestly. I love hearing about people and how they got started and how they've ended up, and the twists and turns of life, and how that you're just saying about one door closing, another door opening. Sometimes things get put in your way, and some things happen, and the music changes, the band changes, your life changes, whatever. All these things add to your person, don't they? And what makes you so good at the music that you play.
Yeah. So we can't tell you at the moment anything about who the guests are going to be because that's all still in the works. But we will tell you that the programme is scheduled to begin next month in May. But more details on when it will start and the day it will go out and the guests will be coming soon. Some of your guests might be doing a little acoustic number for you.
I was just going to say, we are hoping that some might want to do some acoustic stuff, and we'll also play some of their music as well. And then maybe we'll be able to talk about, what the story is behind some of them. I know some people don't like to give too much away about why, so they let it for the imagination. But, there are reasons why people do go in certain directions, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you're looking forward to it.
I am very much looking forward to it. It's a new, a new way of doing things, isn't it?
Yeah, I think having the time, got a YouTube channel, we can do what we like without any restrictions on how long long the program's gonna be,
Strap in.
who we have on,
Yeah.
where they're from.
Yeah.
And so I think we've kind of cherry picked a short list of the first series, first 6 episodes, and feelers are about to go out to people now
Yeah,
this news is out, and I'm sure they'll all want to come on.
Also, and I think it's probably obvious, but maybe not, and maybe not for people listening in audio, that it will be visualised as well. So although it's sitting in my living room, it's not just sitting at a studio. It will be, we're doing the whole thing like you do here, filming it all.
And that's something new for you as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
oh yeah, and it's certainly interesting already trying to set it all up. And we've had a few dry runs, and you certainly learn few different things from just doing audio. But that should be fun. That should be a challenge.
Gives you more things to think about.
It does.
As you say, you've told me some stories. I've been along and we've done a test. You've been moving your furniture around and realising that things don't work in certain places, or the sun shines through the window too much at a certain time of day.
Who knew? Yes, exactly.
But all these things will be rectified. But it's important to say that part of the reason why we're doing it in your living room is because you are a very musical family. Your husband plays instruments.
Yeah, he plays guitar in a band.
Your son was in several Cambridge bands.
Yeah, one of my sons.
One of your sons.
One of my sons plays drums and now plays bass and other stuff.
Yeah.
And in a Cambridge band, which I can go on to a bit later. And then the other one also plays guitar and piano.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you are a very musical family. You have just started recently writing your own music.
Yeah.
And getting yourself out there to songwriters.
That's been a new fun challenge, exactly. I've always loved singing, and where they all play stuff, I've always been the one that wants to sing. But I've not really done it for some reason. I don't really know why. And started doing songwriting. Absolutely love it. And that's another thing I'm going to be doing. I'll be picking all the brains of everyone that comes in. Mm-hmm. Not really, don't worry. But
will you write a song with me?
Yeah, exactly. Hello. And do you need someone to help you? But listening to other musicians and how they've got to places is a brilliant way to find out about the pros and cons of doing stuff. Yeah, certainly.
So your living room has got you've got a piano in your living room. Mm-hmm. You've got lots of amps for guitars.
You know what? Also,
things
I feel like
in there.
Yeah, we've got stuff
posters
that I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've got amps, we've got guitars, we've got many guitars. My husband's saying is you can never have too many guitars, apparently.
Right.
So
yeah.
We've got guitars, amps. We've got an accordion there somewhere, which we came by. We've got a baron, which like an Irish drum.
Right.
I have tried playing it, but don't play it properly. I'm sure we've got a few other things knocking around there. But
so there you'll see some of those in the background of the various different shows that Alex is going to be doing. We'll talk more about you and your interest in music and where it all kind of started, because you have been interested in music since a very young age, going to music, and you still go to gigs, and sometimes you're out pretty much every night of the week, aren't you?
Yeah.
But before we do, let's play a song. You've chosen to play a track by Lost Robins, which is Josh Robins' project. Now, I first met Josh when he was in a heavy rock band as a teenager in Cambridge.
Excellent.
I can't remember what the name of the band was off the top of my head now, but the band were one of the big five-a-night bands when I started doing this show 15 years ago. And then he very much changed, and he's gone down the country and the folk route now.
Yeah.
And so the reason you've chosen this is because you went to his gig recently?
Yeah, so I've known Josh for quite a long time. I would say since just before lockdown-ish, when he was in the Mardlers. And like you said, that was very much more a folk influence, but for a folk rock kind of feel. Then they all went their own ways, not that long after COVID, I think. And he's been doing his own solo stuff as Josh Robins. I have interviewed him a few times, but not in a long way. So he will be on my list of people to ask, because he's had a really interesting way through his music. And last year he formed Lost Robins, and they played a gig last week. It was the first one in Cambridge since that one last year. So he's been travelling around Europe for a long time.
He lives in a camper van, doesn't he?
Yeah, and unfortunately one that keeps breaking down by the sound of it. So he hasn't had much luck with that recently, but he is back. He played at the Geltart last week in Cambridge, if anyone knows that. Supported by Melody Coles and Brian Corston and Ezio. So it was a real kind of mix of eras of music in there. And Brian was saying that when he was in Shave the Monkey, which is a very old Cambridge band, their last gig was at the Geltart all those years ago. So that was a great full circle.
Yeah.
But they again brought the house down. They absolutely brilliant. They asked me to compare the night, which was hilarious, because obviously I was sitting down having a drink, and they said,
they asked you literally on the night.
Will you come and do that?
Okay.
So I don't think I particularly added anything to it.
No.
But you know, it was
I'm sure
nice
you
to
did.
be asked.
I'm sure you did.
But they are a brilliant band to watch.
All right, let's hear this then. This is Lost Robins and It's Been Raining.
It's been raining, it's been raining, it's been raining, but when summer comes, I know this land will dry. There's a tomorrow to starve my sorrow. No smile that I cannot return, no tear I cannot dry. This shirt don't fit me in this city. The buttons freeze, the people please. There's not no room to roam. Nothing moves slowly, and no one knows me. The secrets on this street, they're not for me. I'm going home. It's been raining, it's been raining, it's been raining, but when summer comes, I know this land will dry. There's a tomorrow to starve my sorrow. No smile that I cannot return, no tear I cannot dry. I got skinny, I got so skinny, but these strings can't make a penny for a patty in this rain. It runs right through me, sucks into me, pours outside my eyes and hits the pavement once again. Yeah, it's been raining, it's been raining, it's been raining, but when summer comes, I know this land will dry. There's a tomorrow to starve my sorrow. No smile that I cannot return, no tear I cannot dry. I will lumber over the Humber, throw my way to Scotland, where the worst is like the best. You're coming with me, forget your pity, and I forget my name was missed on the big list of the blessed. So take my hand now, understand now, there's not no devil, beast, no bird can put my grip to rest. They'll see me screaming to the ceiling, to any government or God. It's I that loved you best, it's I that loved you best. It's been raining, it's been raining, it's been raining, but when summer comes, I know this land will dry. There's a tomorrow to starve my sorrow. No smile that I cannot return, no tear I cannot dry. no tear I cannot dry.
That's It's Been Raining by Lost Robins, the most recent release from the band. Alex was at the gig in Cambridge a week or so ago as the last minute compare on the stage.
Yeah.
It's not the only thing you compared, is it?
I've been a bit busy comparing recently. So, well, you know, I've done various little bits, but a while ago, well, the last folk festival that was, Cambridge Folk Festival that was run, that was 2 years ago now, wasn't it? Someone was ill and someone said to me, would you mind doing some of the comparing at the Den? And I jumped at the chance because that's where all the new bands go to. And there was two of us and we alternated it. It was such a good thing to do. I absolutely loved it. Met so many great musicians, some from this area, and I've got obviously the names have escaped me now, and then others from all over the country that were playing there. The Deep Blue, I'm going to say they're not from around here, but they are ones to watch because they won the Christian Raphael Prize eventually, and they were brilliant. And they've been touring with the Waterboys this year and all sorts of stuff. So that was what. That led on to last year being asked to compare for the Folk in the City, which was the alternative to the Folk Festival last year. So it was a one day at Cherry Hinton Hall, and then asked to be to compare for the launch, which was for anyone that had bought tickets for the Folk Festival. They did a big launch free night for them at the Junction. And we had Lizzie Hardiman there, Chris Fox, and then Noble Jacks, who I think were down from Bristol or somewhere. They were really fun. And then on the Folk in the City Day, which was great because it was a free event and it meant that lots of people that don't normally go to the Folk Festival got a chance to see what it was really like. And I think everyone really enjoyed it. They were trying to do like a record-breaking ceilidh. I think they had about 500. I mean, I'm saying a number. It could have been 1,000. I have no idea doing the ceilidh at the same time. But John Bowden played, Catherine Priddy played, Shauna Hanrahan. It was really fun.
Brilliant.
And so, I enjoyed doing that. I enjoy meeting all the people. I did Out of the Ordinary Festival last year, both days, for all the new musicians that were on there as well.
We did the big weekend together.
We did. That was fun, wasn't it?
A few years ago now.
Yeah.
That was the last big weekend that happened, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that
got canned.
and it wasn't our fault. I'm going to say.
No.
I'm sure it wasn't.
It wasn't.
They were like, they're rubbish. Get them off.
But yeah, that was fun. So Owen, we're very good friends off air.
Yes.
And I think one of the things that's kind of brought us together as good friends is our mutual love of music.
Absolutely.
We go to gigs. I don't go to anywhere near as many gigs as you do.
I know.
But we do go to some gigs together.
We do. We go to gigs. We go to musical theatre things together.
We do, yeah.
We go to all sorts together, don't we?
We do.
But well, I've loved doing live music. I've loved watching live music ever since I can remember as a teenager. So I grew up in London, and you realise how spoilt you were in London.
Yeah.
And I used to go to school in Hammersmith, and we had the Hammersmith Odeon, which is now the Apollo. So that was like our local place to get gigs, and you just go and queue up for tickets. Go to the box office. There was I don't think you even rang in for them then. And then there was Hammersmith Palais, which doesn't exist anymore, as in the Clash song. And used to go to those. Saturday morning, we were talking about this earlier. Saturday Morning Madness was one of the first things I remember. So when Madness started going, I think they wanted to do some safer gigs for younger people, and I think I was only 14 or 15 at that point. And so they did this thing at Hammersmith Odeon, which was Saturday morning, hence the name, 10 o'clock till 12 or something.
Wow,
they did a whole gig. So that was quite fun. Then just went to all the adult gigs.
Those sorts of daytime gigs and club nights and things are back in fashion
again
now,
exactly,
aren't they?
But for older people, exactly, they're the people that went to them when they were.
I know, for the ones that don't want to be up late, I do like the idea of those.
Oh, honestly, an early gig, that's
nice
the idea
matinee
of heaven,
show,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Why do not? So I'm going to call out this. Why do not more bands start earlier and finish earlier?
Yeah.
It makes so much sense, especially if you're travelling. I used to go to a lot of gigs in London. I don't go to so many now because it's just too stressful trying to get back on public transport.
Get the last train.
Yeah, and you always you don't enjoy. It's about being in the moment.
You're always worrying about how you're going to get home.
Yeah, you're like, don't go on too long. Don't give me too much value for my money. I went to see Crowded House a few years ago down at the Roundhouse in London, and I've been looking forward to it for years. I loved Crowded House when they were around, and they reformed, and then as soon as I got tickets, I was absolutely enjoyed. And then my husband was ill, so but I got a friend to come. We were all excited, and they came on so late, and it was a Sunday, so they had no excuse for coming on late. They came on so late, we had to miss the whole of the encore. And you're like, well, it's all right for anyone that lives in London; they can just wander about, but we had to dart off. Yeah,
no, it's a shame.
Gutted.
So, memorable gigs you've been to?
Oh, I've written a few down. I mean, do you want local ones? Do you want ones from when I was growing up?
A bit of everything, really.
Right. So.
Well, you mentioned. Let's go back to when you're growing up. So you mentioned Madness.
So Madness, and then I was quite into sort of ska and I was going to say mods, but I wasn't really mod, but I was very much into ska stuff. So Secret Affair, they were quite moddy. I remember seeing them at Hammersmith Odeon. Gary Newman. See, I've jumped. I did go into different phases. So then I went into my new romantic phase. I didn't see Spandau Ballet or Duran Duran, but I was very big fans at that time. And I saw, who did I just say? I've forgotten now.
Gary Newman.
Oh yes, so Gary Newman.
Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet.
I loved Gary Newman, and I had a black boiler suit with black tartan down the side. I thought it was the bee's knees. I absolutely loved it. And my mum, I remember crying because my mum wouldn't let me go to the second night. And saying, that's not fair, You
wanted to go to every night?
Yeah, exactly, 2 nights in a row. Then I moved on to people like, I've seen Prince, David Bowie, Rolling Stones. I have seen quite a lot of the big ones.
That's an impressive list.
Bruce Springsteen back in the day. I think it also helped that 2 of my really good friends when I was young worked for Island Records. They seemed to go into... And they fell into those jobs. I don't really know. 2 sisters who I grew up with, and we were as close as anything, and we did lots of music stuff together. And so that's how I got to see Bruce Springsteen. I think we went to see, I used to get lots of free albums, which was...
Oh, really?
I got a load of U2 albums, which, some people might say whether that's good or not. Waterboys were on the label, so we've seen Waterboys quite a lot of times. Depeche Mode, I was a big fan of. That was further subsequently. That was when I was past uni. Went to see Depeche Mode. All of these, like in London mainly. Depeche Mode. Who else? New Order. Yeah. So all of those big names.
Well, I haven't prepped you for this question, but could you pick off the top of your head one of your favourite gigs that you've ever seen in Cambridge?
Yes, well, I have written that down.
Oh, okay.
I've not written it down, but I've had a look because there's so many.
Either a touring band that came to Cambridge or...
Well, I mean, in the last few years, and you know this one, but obviously everyone else doesn't, Self-Esteem. Yeah. I saw her at the Corn Exchange a few years ago. That's Rebecca Lucy Walker. Yeah. And that blew me away, her show. And then I became quite obsessed. And I've seen her, I think, 4 or 5 times last year, all around the country, and in Cabaret, which also was handy. Who else did I see? Well, back in the day at the Corn Exchange, I saw Aztec Camera and Deacon Blue there, but the first time round. I am quite old, everybody, so those that are not seeing me. This is the Kits, who played the folk festival a few years ago, and I interviewed Kate, who's the lead singer of them. First Aid Kit, they were another one. They absolutely love them. And Manic Street Preachers. Oh, and more recently, Public Service Broadcasting. They became one of my favourites because I saw them at the Corn Exchange twice, I think, and then I saw them down at the Barbican recently. And those sort of gigs where you can feel it in your bones, you can feel it in your stomach. Oh, I live for that.
So your introduction to local music When would you say that started in terms of you becoming aware of? I mean, obviously you
Here.
had a bit of an awareness of your son being in
yeah.
some bands, going along to see
Yeah.
his band play at the Five a Night and whatever.
Yeah, so well before they were born, we moved to Cambridge and we would see things at the Corn Exchange, and then the junction wasn't even built then. So we started seeing stuff at J1 when it was sort of the cattle market, and then when the junction came about, we saw, we went to see lots of things there. We are really lucky because it was built. We moved out of central Cambridge to what we thought was the outskirts, but then they built the cattle market and we can walk to the junction from where we live, so that does help if you can walk to venues. And lots of places used to have live music. Loads of pubs used to have live music, and we used to go to the Geldart quite a lot when we used to live around that way. I don't remember going to the Blue Moon so much then, because I don't think there was so much music. We used to go to it, but there wasn't live music there. But then, like you say, as the kids grew up, were born and then grew up and wanted to play music. So my youngest son was in Improvised Beach Party, if anyone remember. They won the fiver.
I remember.
And they were in the line with Staycations, who then became Good Health. And they've remained friends. They're still friends of them now, which is really, really, really lovely. And then he went on to, he was in Boudica, which was one of the names of the band. And then the Motor Show, which is the more recent band. And I think they're still going, and I absolutely love them now. For a good night out, I absolutely love that. And I think we went to see, didn't we? We went to see Motor Show.
We saw them and well, they were Staycations at the time.
Down in London,
in
don't
London,
they?
yes.
That was a really good night. I can remember that
was
one.
Somewhere near Whitechapel from memory.
Yeah, and with everything being shut.
Yes, it was a Sunday, wasn't it?
It was a Sunday. Yeah, it was. Well, that's why I like going to gigs with you, because if you're up for it and I'm up for it, then that's okay. You've got two people that want to go, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So other local artists you like or you've seen?
Yeah. Well, Ellie Dixon.
Yes.
She did very well, and I think that I met her vaguely, originally through you, from coming onto your show, probably when I was sitting in with you doing
probably,
shows.
Yeah.
And then Tom Lumley and the Blade Liaison, as they were. That was. Morgan Way is another one.
And their last gig was a year ago, just over a year ago, end of March, wasn't it?
Was it only a year ago?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not 2 years ago? Was it? I think it was 2 years ago.
No, it was a year ago.
Was it?
It was last year.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking that was time flew fast. If you think it was 2 years ago.
I was thinking maybe it was. It feels like,
No.
Anyway, so that's
sadly missed.
Yeah, that was, and that was a great gig, wasn't it? And Morgan Way, that was another band that I came through by. They just got their first album, and I had sent a press release to ask if I wanted to talk to them, and I did, and I fell in love with them. We became really good friends from then onwards. With an SJ, obviously, she was then SJ Mortimer, did a lot on her own before that, didn't she? And Melody Coles, I can't go without saying Melody, lovely Melody.
You've become good friends with Melody.
Yeah, in the last couple of years again, because I've seen her at various things, and I absolutely love what she's doing, and she gets better all the time, and she's had a real blip in her with her health didn't work so well, and then that's always fun when I see her.
Brilliant. That's a good list there.
Yeah, I feel like I could go on, but I think everyone will be asleep by the time.
Well, shall we play a track?
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I'm going to play this, and the camera will be able to see your reaction when we play this, because I think you'll enjoy it.
Well, I know.
But for those of you who are on the radio, I'll tell you what the song was after we've played it.
Better build a road, 'cause it's gonna be a wet one. Most of your crowd, you're lucky if you got one. 'Cause you ain't got long. The tide is rising. Better buy a parasol. It's gonna be a hot one. You better stock up on sunblock or get burnt up. Someone left the oven
the Motor Show, and Better Build a Raft,
Very good.
featuring Josh Elbro on the drums.
Yes, that was very fun. Thank you very much for that.
That's all right. So, I've not played that for a while. It brings back some nice memories from a few years ago.
Yeah.
So if you just tuned in, Alex Elbro is here. Alex Elbro is a broadcaster, presenter, compere, songwriter, many other things, scientist.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
What? Yeah.
We've got time to go into that
Yeah,
now.
no.
And
Spice Girl?
Spice, yeah. Yes, you were. I haven't got time to go into that now either. Jerry?
Yes.
Yes. What was her name? Ginger.
Ginger Spice.
Ginger Spice, yeah.
I did have kind of more
Pink
gingery
Spice
hair
these
then.
days,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah. That's a good one.
And Alex is joining the new music generator.
They joining the Spice Girls.
No, she's not joining. Well, if Victoria doesn't want to play the next tour,
I'm available.
then you might be, yeah. She's joining us to present a new series called Behind the Music. It will be the first non-Tim Willett presented content on the New Music Generator channel. It will be available as a visualized podcast on our YouTube channel, and it will be available as a podcast, an audio podcast in numerous places. It starts next month, 6-part series, and that will be the first thing Alex does. She'll be doing other things for us as well, don't worry, it's not just this.
Don't worry.
Got many. Well, you might worry. Maybe you do worry. You think, just got rid of her somewhere else, and now she's popped up over here. No, no one's
keep a good girl down.
Thinking that. No one's thinking that. So yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. So Alex is going to hang around for the rest of the show, whilst we get through the rest of our playlist today. And this next track is by a band that we both like, and we've both seen play live on a couple of occasions at least. This is the new one from Mulholland Jive, and the last time I saw Ben Mulholland from Mulholland Jive was at one Alex Elbro's 60th birthday party.
Oh, yes.
A few weeks ago. He came and sat with me and Melody. Hi Tim, hope you're super. He does regularly watch the show as well. Hello Ben. Happy to report I finally have some new Mulholland Jive music to share with you. Now, did you know what this is called?
No.
This song is called Jurassic Shark.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
It's getting released on the 17th of April. It would be lovely if you consider playing it on the show. I've even written a press release. Cambridge-based instrumental funksters Mulholland Jive return with their brand new single Jurassic Shark, a blast of irresistible dance funk that is the most earwormy of earworms, combining piano, pyrotechnics with squealing horns, devilish guitar licks and thunderous drums. Jurassic Shark will raise the roof in a way that only Mulholland Jive can. Mulholland Jive are Ben Mulholland on piano, synths and composer. He is the composer. Steve Achilleos, sorry Steve, probably pronounced that wrong, alto sax. Matt Burney on tenor sax, Roger Chinnery on trumpet, Phil Powell on trumpet, Lachlan Golder on guitar, and it was mixed and mastered by...
Jake Day.
Yes,
Hey.
Jake Day at North Acre Recording
This is what I love about Cambridge and everyone working with each other.
They all collaborate with each other.
Yeah.
I know, exciting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is out next week, 17th of April. Haven't heard this yet. Let's listen to it together. This is Mulholland Jive and Jurassic Shark. Love that. That's
that's
Mulholland
good, isn't it?
Jive, and the track is called Jurassic Shark, and it is out on the 17th of April. Like that a lot. We've seen Jurassic. No, we haven't. We've seen Mulholland Jive a couple of times, haven't we?
We have. We saw them. Well, the first time I saw them was in. Was it like a sports hall in
Combatant Sports
Combatant?
Centre. Yeah, I think that might have been the first time I saw them play live too.
And I'm not sure
That
he
was with Dan
played.
Bond
Oh, yes.
supporting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because he came up afterwards and was saying, oh, you know, he hadn't done that sort of thing before.
Yeah, it might have been one of the first live shows he did. Well, the whole thing started because he's a teacher, music teacher, and it started by him composing some things for his students to copy, I think, or do something to do with learning music. And then they sort of encouraged him to develop it, and it's sort of spiraled since then. Played the Cheltenham Jazz Festival a couple of years ago.
I know, that's very cool. And he said he can play loads and loads of tracks on his piano and like get a certain amount of likes, but he's got a keytar.
He does.
And he gets
Everyone loves the keytar.
and everyone goes wild for that.
Yeah,
So that just shows you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
And then we saw them a couple of years ago at the John Peel Centre in Stowmarket when they were playing alongside Fred's House.
Yes.
Which was a nice evening.
No, I'm going to
wasn't
say
it?
that wasn't a couple of years. That was only last year. But then let's see.
No.
Your
Your recollection of times are
is
not.
really. I
they're
have
all
a
over
terrible,
the place.
Yeah, I have a terrible time shift.
I think that was 2023. You know.
Okay.
I'm just going to check my diary because
you check that, and then you check. We need to check when Blave Liaison did their last gig.
Oh no, November 24.
See.
So it was a year and a half ago.
Right, so I wasn't so far out.
No, okay. Anyway, Mulholland Jive, very good. Now, Gabby Rivers recently released an EP. She had a launch for it in Norwich, and we are going to play another video from a track that is featured on that EP. This is Gabby's track, Medicine.
I put the effort in but never get it in return.
There we go. That is Gabby Rivers. Hold on, we don't need that, thank you. That's the next song we're going to play. That's a little preview of Annalie's track. Gabby Rivers and Medicine, which you can find now. The video is available on YouTube, as we've just played it from there. And it's also on her latest EP, Gabby Rivers.
I am very much loving Gabby's new direction of travel with her music.
Her new sound.
Yeah. I happened to be in Norwich last year, and she was playing something I didn't even know that it was going to be on. I was just going to see a friend, and we happened to be walking through the centre of town.
Oh, right.
And she was billed for that afternoon, whatever it was that was going on there.
Oh, it wasn't Wild Pass, was it?
It was something, I don't know.
Was it like October time last year?
No, it was the middle of the summer. I thought.
Oh, maybe it's an outdoor event then.
It was outdoor.
Oh, it was outdoors.
On an outdoor
okay.
stage. So I was waving madly at her. So she came over and said hello, because I wasn't expecting her to see her, and vice versa, I guess.
Right,
but it was really good to see. And she was trying out a lot of her new tracks then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Gabby's another one. A bit like Ellie Dixon, actually. You've probably been around on the scene for a similar length of time.
I can remember them all being
Both
together.
very young at the start and still young.
I can remember them being at NMG Awards and all sitting on a table together back in the day.
Yeah,
back a long
Gabby's
time ago.
been to a lot of awards.
With Claudia Kate as well.
Yeah.
Very good.
Right, let's move on to this next track, which is from Mike Udin. We've played a few tracks from Mike now. Mike is Ben from Good Health's dad.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Mike's been playing in bands, mostly sort of covers bands in and around Cambridgeshire. But he's recently been working on some of his own material that Ben has been helping him to record. And we played a track called All My Love to You. And then we followed that up by playing a track a month or so ago called Happy Birthday to Me, which was obviously a song that he wrote about his birthday and wishing himself happy birthday. And he's been back in touch again. Hi Tim, I'm writing first of all to say a huge thank you for playing one of my previous tracks, or both of my previous tracks. The support and encouragement, I'm genuinely reading this from an email, by the way. I'm not just written this myself to make myself sound like a big egomaniac. The support and encouragement you give me and other local artists in the East Anglian region is invaluable, and I've become a regular listener to your Wednesday night show and really enjoy the variety of music you play. I didn't realise you also play videos. This is a new thing, Mike, since we started on YouTube. We can play music videos. So that's your next challenge, is to do a video. Secondly, I'd love to submit my latest single called Love More Than Anything. It's a classic rock anthem that mixes Beatles-inspired harmonies and classic callbacks with a bluesy slide guitar motif that runs through the track, giving it a warm, soulful edge. This is the final piece in my 3-track session that I recorded in my Cambridge flat with my son Ben, of Staycation/Good Health and Little Hand Feet fame. I wrote this track following the end of my first marriage. It's an honest look at the despair I felt after my divorce, and is dedicated to anyone who has suffered the devastation of a broken heart. Ultimately, it's an optimistic song about recovery, an upbeat pop song with a soulful twist. It explores the realisation that in the end, love is the only thing that holds everything together. Mike is performing, or was performing, because I haven't got to this in time, unfortunately, at the Town and Gown on Easter Sunday. So I hope that was a good night for you. He's also just recently played at the Grapes in Cambridge. Eddie Rimmer of Little Hand Feet helped put the bass lines onto this track. The live drums were recorded by Ben at the Dry Drayton Village Hall, and the rest of it was recorded in Mike's flat. Mike Udin Music. Udin spelled U-D-I-N if you want to go and find him on Instagram. He has a Instagram handle. I have to go and follow you there, Mike. I'll do that in a second. Let's have a listen to this track then. This is new from Mike. This is called Love More Than Anything.
Been high a little, been low a little, sentimental but I lost my faith. I've gotta try a little, maybe die a little, kick the pieces till you got no trace. There's a man with a gun in his hand, going crazy cause he can't understand. I'm a man with my heart on my sleeve, break my heart, I hurt and I bleed and need love more than anything. Need love more than anything. I need love more than anything. I need love more than anything. I've been lonely, but I only want a lover who will ease my mind. No more days taken, no more
play it cool and be nobody's fool, and I guess I was fooling everybody but me. What's on your mind, honey? What did you find? Is it the one you look for or the one you see? I'm the man with the suicide smile. It all comes to nothing after a while, you know. I'm a man, I must carry it all. So who will catch me if I stumble and fall and need love more than anything? Love more than anything. I need love more than anything. Love more than anything. I need love more than anything. Love more than anything. Love more than anything. I need love more than anything. Love more than anything. I need love more than anything. Love more than anything.
Is Mike Udin and his new song, Love More Than Anything. I like that, Mike. I think it might be my favourite out of the three. And just giving you a follow, so's Alex on Instagram. This next track comes from Like Optimist. The track is called Sunny Weather. This track focuses on medication not working, coping with that, and believing in yourself to break through it all. People don't understand that this is not an easy thing to do for some people. We're totally with you, people. Keep going. Things will get better. We promise, say Like Optimists. This is Sunny Weather, and it's 5.5 minutes long.
When you ask me how I'm feeling with these pills all by my side, I feel lighter all the time, but I'm disconnected, feel a little rejected. People just wanted me to be happy all the time. Oh, well, it's all so clear that I am no better, but at least we have that sunny weather. Well, it's all so clear that I am no better, but at least we have that sunny weather. Some people never wanna understand. Some people never wanna understand. Well, I'm up again with my two best friends. It's a cheap ass bottle of wine, cigarette smoke clouds behind. When I saw your message, but I didn't reply. I was just feeling a little down inside. Oh, well, it's all so clear that I am no better, but at least we have that sunny weather. Well, it's all so clear that I am no better, but at least we have that sunny weather.
I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and believe I'll be somebody. Oh, I'll lie awake and
Sunny weather, which if you're watching this on Wednesday night, apparently we've had. So that's good. That's Like Optimists. That reminds me of like early 2000s kind of pop punk kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
No, I like that. It does remind me of someone. I'll think of it in a minute.
It's like Blink 182
Yes,
kind of
yeah,
vibes, isn't it? Which is good. I like Blink 182.
Yeah, very good.
That's good. Sunny Weather by Like Optimists, and they got in touch with us on inbox@newmusicgenerator.com, as did Edward Young. We only played on the show a few weeks ago, but he's been back in touch again with his new track. Please see attached my new track for consideration. And he's attached it as a MP3 file to his email, which we do like. This one celebrates the marriage to his wonderful wife, Kirsty. This song was written the night I bought my wife's engagement ring and was intended as a musical wedding vows. This new song can be found on my EP called The Way I See You Now. Musical wedding vows? Never did that? If you ever renew them? Musical wedding vows?
What, singing them to each other?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think so. I'd
No?
laugh. We're not that romantic.
The moment of romance would be lost by the giggling.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, this is Edward Young's new track then. This is dedicated to his marriage, to his wife. This is called A Promise.
I found the one I can't let get away. She breathes joy into my everyday, and with her all my troubles dissolve. She's the puzzle I don't wanna solve. But what have I to offer? I promise to love her with all my heart, to build her up if she falls apart. Through the best of days and the worst, I'll be by her side and put her first. And I'll never have nothing of value as long as I have my word to hold true. This is my promise to you. I'll keep her safe. Down every road we tread. I'll catch the monsters underneath her bed. Her ambition I will protect. She will never know neglect. I'll
best of days and the worst. I'll be by her side and put her first. And I'll never have nothing of value as long as I have my word to hold true. This is my promise to you. This is my promise to you.
That is Edward Young and his new track, which is called A Promise. Nice to write a song about your wife. What were you just saying to me off air? You wrote a song
Like
recently.
you just said, would I do musical wedding vows if we renewed our vows? I said, I don't think I could because I would laugh. And I remembered that last year when we was doing some songwriting, I did write a song called You're So Annoying, But I Love You. And basically it goes through a whole list of things that drive me mad. But then
Have you played that to your husband?
Oh yes, he helped me with the music for it. Because he plays guitar and I don't play guitar. I have to kind of get him in to help me with that. So I have bought a book though for it's never too late to learn the piano.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn that. I'm going to do some piano learning again this year.
Okay. Very
Another
good.
one of the things I'm going to add to my list.
Yes, add to your list with all your free time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, NMG, how are you doing? Thanks so much for your previous love of my song Echoes. This comes from Laura T. I have a great summer banger for you, ready to go for the summer of 2026. Well,
that's organised.
Today, warmest day of the year, as we go out on a Wednesday night. So why not? Let's start the summer vibes. It's called Never Enough. It's written by myself, Laura Turner, and it's produced by Youth Killed It's Jack Murphy. Jack, an award-winning producer, NMG award-winning producer. This track is about someone giving it their all and way too much at the start of getting to know you, and then they lose interest, and then you don't hear from them again. Right. So they go in all guns blazing at the start, and then the interest wanes, and then that's it. That's it. So this is Laura T and her summer banger called Never Enough.
I've had enough of dramas, I've had enough of lies. You told me things and thought you pulled the wool over my eyes. Got compliments on loop, you take me for a fool. You think we're on the same page but you're barely in the room. You spent your time convincing me to let my guard down. All the time you're into me, my red alert sounds. You're unaware I'm onto you, I know your stupid game. The annoying thing is that you're really good at what you say. I've had enough. I've had enough. Back then, it was never enough. But now it's way too much. It was never enough. But now, you text me on the Monday, phone's going crazy. Video call on Wednesday had me up till way past 3. Talking all through Thursday, met up on Friday night. Saturday lost interest, Sunday questioning your type. I've had enough. I've had enough. Back then, it was never enough. But now it's way too much. It was never enough. But now, dopamine high now, thank you very much. There's something about you where I wanna feel your touch. Not sure why, cause you're not even my type. I know where this is going, so I might just say goodnight. Not really sure why, cause you're not even my type. I know where this is going, so I might just say goodnight. I might just say goodnight. I might just say goodnight. I might just say goodnight, goodnight, goodnight.
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Laura T, the summer banger of 2026. That is called Never Enough. Now on to River Rats. Hello, we've been played by you guys a couple of times. We just had our latest song released called Red Witch. It'd be great to get a play. Last time I sent a song, I left out some info. We're a band called River Rats, all lowercase, no space, based in Essex and Hertfordshire. We have been together as a three-piece for over a year now and officially becoming a four-piece at our gig in Sawbridgeworth. This was as of tomorrow, the 4th of April, so that was last weekend. We spent the last year writing, recording and playing some gigs here and there, but it's hotting up this year with over 10 dates across the summer and more to come. We define ourselves as an indie blues folk band, but really that's for the benefit of the marketeers. We have made dance songs and are even working on an R&B type number at the moment. It would be great to get a play on the show. Thanks for your time. Alex sent this through. He said tomorrow's show. Thanks for your time. I think he still thinks NMG Saturday is going on. So hopefully Wednesday is okay for you, Alex. But this is the new one from River Rats, and it's this called Red Witch.
Wow.
River Rats. All one word, all lowercase. Did I spell it correctly? I think I did. That is their new song called Red Witch. You are listening and watching the New Music Generator, whether you're watching on YouTube on Wednesday night or another night, whenever you might catch up. The podcast via Spotify, wherever you find your podcasts, or on the radio via Nogs Radio on a Thursday. You are most welcome. Inbox at newmusicgenerator.com if you want to send your music through. You must be an artist from Norfolk, Suffolk, Hertfordshire, Bedfordshire, Essex, or Cambridgeshire. any of those places. And please, if you're sending your music through, do so as an MP3 or WAV format attachment to an email, including links to your biography and social media. We haven't got time for our look back at the NMG Awards from 2022 with Amethysts, unfortunately. So we'll roll that over to next week, where I'll be joined in the studio by George Bone, singer-songwriter, who'll be playing live in the studio. So looking forward to that. In the meantime, a few more tracks for you before we go. This one from CJ, an artist who we played formerly under the name of CC. I've submitted a song previously, but since changed my name to CJ. This song I'd like to submit is called Square One. I wrote it after catching myself constantly claiming I was back to square one, as I could never seem to find somewhere I wanted to be after leaving college. It's essentially about navigating and sitting with the fear of not knowing where I'm going next in life and learning to be okay with that. This is CJ then, and Back to Square One.
It's hard to stay on the same side. I feel like I'm missing out on myself all the time. It's so great, just a way to escape. If square one is the steadiest shape. I wish that I wasn't always just a secondary friend. I wish the girl wasn't who I wanted to be in the end. I wish that all your dreams come true. Wish that you weren't afraid of square one. Better life to feel small than be everyone. Do you recall when I told you I was done? Now I'm out here living at square one. I fall so easily thinking what they think about me. Sometimes I get a little obsessed by the way that I dress. Wanna feel like me, wanna be like me. I hit play to replay when I so clearly. I wish that I wasn't always just a secondary friend. I wish the girl wasn't who I wanted to be in the end. Wish that you weren't afraid of square one. Better life to feel small than be everyone. Do you recall when I told you I was done? Now I'm out here living at square one. Wish that you could stay, 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 wish that you could stay.
That is CJ, and the track is called Back to Square One. And that being so short has meant that we've caught up a bit of time, so we've still got time for these last two tracks. This one from Mutiny, who sent us through this track, having got in touch with us through Instagram, which you can do. Follow us on New Music Generator on Instagram, and also please subscribe to us on YouTube. We're at New Music Generator, trying to get to 200 followers on there as quickly as we possibly can. And remember, any music that's featured on the programme, original new releases featured on the programme until the end of May, will be considered for a nomination at the 2026 NMG Awards. This is Mutiny, and their track is called Suzanne. Born in the sleepy suburbs of Cambridgeshire, Mutiny is a four-piece blast of 90s-inspired punk rock. And that is their new track called Suzanne. And that concludes this week's programme, where we have revealed to you that Alex Elbro is joining the New Music Generator to present a new podcast called Behind the Music that will start in May. More details on that to come. We also have another very exciting announcement to come in the next few days, so keep an eye on our social media. That will affect the programme from next week. I'll be back next week with George Bone live in session. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Tim. I didn't know what to say then. Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, goodbye.
Thank you, goodbye. Thank you for having me.
Goodbye. I'll take you off the screen now, shall I? Wave,
Okay.
wave, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There we go, she's gone. Our last track for you today is this from Anna Lee. Don't forget, you can find a full track listing of what we've played on our Instagram and Facebook pages. This is called Scared of Love. It's a video if you're watching on YouTube. I'll see you next week.
I've loved and lost more than once. I've had enough of this. I'm done feeling down. Oh, don't wanna be alone in the dark. Oh, my love can be found. My love can be found. I'm hurting sometimes, I'm lost in my mind, and now I'm scared of love. The wounds are open, I don't feel nothing, but now I'm scared of love. So hard to trust anyone else. I can't be vulnerable again. It hurts so much. Oh, don't wanna be alone in the dark. Oh, my love can be found. My love can be found. I'm hurting sometimes, I'm lost in my mind, and now I'm scared of love. The wounds are open, I don't feel nothing, but now I'm scared of love. I walk through the pain. It's darker before the dawn. I'm hurting sometimes, I'm lost in my mind, and now I'm scared of love. The world